I wasn't worried about it, but that's not to say I didn't give a shit. It's mid-June, and I'm doing a video to talk a little bit more about my switch from Tysabri to Ocrevus. I know it's been a year and a half now, and I'm doing well on Ocrevus. And I was asked the other day by a good friend if I was worried about the switch when I was on Tysabri, because I had been on Tysabri for 14 years and it had done wonders for me. It's a great drug. Prior to being on Tysabri, I was using a wheelchair for 4 years, and the day after my third monthly infusion, I started walking.
Yes! That's awesome!
And hadn't used a wheelchair or crutches since. And was I worried about the switch just because of what Tysabri did for me and the uncertainty about the future? No, honestly, I could say I wasn't really worried. I was concerned, maybe, but not worried.
Don't you worry about cholesterol, lung cancer, love handles?
I don't worry about anything anymore.
I had thought that I may regress after being off Tysabri for a while, because I had heard the stories of people regressing when they stopped Tysabri. I haven't regressed. I'm still walking. It's a little bit harder, a little bit more difficult to walk the distances that I did. But you know what? MS is a progressive disease. I had felt like my MS was progressing before I switched, and that's one of the reasons I switched. That, and I got tremors, first my left hand and then my right. So I have tremors in both hands. And did that help that? No, not really. Actually, it's a little bit worse. But I think it's the MS progressing and not the drugs that I'm taking or have taken in the past or anything like that. MS is a progressive disease, and I put the brakes on it for 14 years with Tysabri, and I'm still applying the brakes, as it were, with Ocrevus. It's just some things that have come up because of the progression of the disease. The tremors are one of them, and it's annoying, incredibly, and it's difficult, but a wheelchair is difficult too. So, just a matter of what you get used to, I guess. I know there are things that I don't do now because of the tremors, and I don't get them just sitting here. I don't shake, but I do when I use my fine motor skills. But I'm doing well, doing very well. I don't have to go into the hospital until October of this year for my next Ocrevus infusion, which is incredibly nice. You don't realize, or at least I didn't realize, how much of a hassle it was going into the hospital once a month when I now only have to do it twice a year. That is a major difference, and that's what I like about it. It's one thing. So anyhow, I'm doing well. Take care.
I don't always wake up in the morning, pour myself a strong one. Oh, but when I get lonely, I do. Your memory gets to burning, lean back on the bourbon.